Stop scrolling now. What I am about to say to you is not a motivational word. It is an alarm. Heaven is sounding across your life tonight because something has been happening in the unseen that you have felt but could not name. You have been sensing movements before they arrive. You have been reading people before they finish their sentence. You have been noticing what everyone else in the room brushed past. And instead of being celebrated for it, you have been called strange, called paranoid, called too much, even by people who supposedly love you. Do not react to them, because the moment you react, the enemy pulls another veil over the very gift heaven placed inside you, and there is a detail about how that veil works that I have not named yet, and when I do, it will change the way you hold yourself tonight. Listen closely. There is a truth the enemy has tried to keep buried in your file. What you were taught was just personality, just overthinking, just anxiety, was actually discernment loaded into you before you were born. The same atmosphere that fools the crowd wakes you up. That is not a flaw. That is a weapon they tried to brand as a wound. If this word is already meeting you somewhere real, you can stand with this work through Ko-fi in the description below. The link is there for anyone whose spirit just answered before their mind did. Now hear this. Remember Daniel in the court of Babylon, in Daniel chapter 5. The king surrounded him with men who wanted his gift undone because they could not explain where it came from. They called it sorcery. They called it danger. They wrote a law just to trap the gift. But the very gift they tried to silence was the gift heaven used to write handwriting on the wall and shift an empire overnight. Chosen one, when they attack the way you see, they are not insulting you. They are confessing that your sight exposes them. Subscribe and turn on the bell if you know you are in a season where you cannot afford to miss what heaven is saying next. This channel is not for casual viewers. It is for souls who carry hidden assignments and need confirmation they cannot always find in the rooms they walk through. Here is what I have not said yet. There is a reason this is surfacing now, and not 5 years ago. The season you are entering requires this exact intelligence. Heaven is not comforting you for what you have already survived. Heaven is preparing you for what you are about to interpret, to navigate, to confront, and to expose. The enemy, knowing this, has spent years convincing you to apologize for it. So do not shrink. Do not dim. Do not keep toning down the way you feel things, just to keep the room comfortable. Because there is a hidden layer I want to unfold. Every time someone told you that you were reading too much into a situation, something was being withdrawn from your future. Every conversation where they made you second-guess what you saw was a tactical retreat of your authority. The enemy has been making small withdrawals, chosen one, hoping you would never check the balance. Stay with me. What comes next is where it deepens. There is a specific kind of warfare targeting people like you right now. It is mislabeling, confusion. The spirits assigned against you cannot defeat your discernment head-on, so they try to confuse the source. They whisper that your sensitivity comes from trauma, that your perception is broken, that you are just smart in a dangerous way, not led by God. Listen. The same voice that told Joseph his dreams were arrogance was the same voice that had to watch him save the household that sold him in Genesis chapter 50. There is an enemy pattern here, and once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Comment, I receive it, if your spirit recognized that pattern tonight. Tell me in the comments who feels this land like memory. Now here is a turn I do not want you to miss. There is a difference between human smartness and holy discernment, and you carry both. Human smartness can be trained. Holy discernment cannot be taught by any system on earth. It is deposited. It is generational. It is kingdom level. If you have been wondering why no amount of logic or self-help has quieted the voice inside you that keeps perceiving things no one else perceives, It is because that voice is not anxiety. It is intelligence from a throne room. If these messages keep strengthening you in hidden seasons, you can stand with this ministry through Ko-fi in the description. The link is below for anyone whose spirit is stirred as I speak. Here is where the pressure shows up. The testing phase of this gift is not whether you see, you already see. The testing is whether you will speak what you see when the room pushes back, or whether you will keep performing small to keep the peace. Heaven is watching that choice. Heaven has been watching that choice for months. And there is one more layer of your assignment being held until you make that decision. Hear me carefully. Your smartness has been mislabeled as a threat by people who benefit from your silence. Your discernment has been framed as instability by people who fear what you carry. And there is one more thing I have not touched yet, and it changes everything. The reason your gift feels heavier right now than usual is not because it grew. It is because the season that needs it is already here. You are not behind. You are being calibrated. Type the word you are trusting God for in the comments below. Let the comments become a quiet altar under this word tonight. There is more. The enemy tried to keep this gift inactive by isolating you, by making you feel like the only one who sees. But you are not the only one. There is a community forming around this exact frequency, and your presence in it is part of the assignment. Hit like on this video as your quiet yes before God that you are receiving your own gift back into your hands tonight. And here is the deepest layer. The enemy thought labeling you would shrink you. It activated you. They thought your silence about your gift was your defeat. It was your consecration. The very thing they called the problem is the exact tool heaven is about to use. You are smarter than they thought, yes, but the revelation beneath it is this. You are sharper than they knew, and you are being positioned for a room they cannot enter. Lift a like on this video as your quiet declaration that you are stepping back into your gift tonight. Here is what I want to lay down before I pray. There is an old accusation the enemy has been running against you in the unseen courtroom. The accusation is that your intelligence makes you unsafe, that your sight makes you a threat, that your discernment disqualifies you from peace and from proximity. Heaven is overruling that accusation tonight, not later. Tonight. The verdict has already been filed. You are not unsafe. You are not disqualified. You are consecrated, and the intelligence inside you is being released, without apology, into every room you enter from this hour forward. Subscribe if this channel feels like a place where God keeps meeting you, because heaven is speaking with continuity and more confirmation is on the way. Tell me in the comments a single word that names what heaven just shattered, and share this with someone carrying a gift that has been mislabeled. Now, hear this last thing before I seal it. The enemy thought your gift was your liability. Heaven is about to prove it is your assignment. The intelligence they tried to brand as a wound is the same intelligence that will interpret seasons, expose lies, and protect people that nobody else can see. You are not here by accident. You were misjudged by a crowd heaven was not asking permission from. If this message carried you tonight, you can support this work through Ko-fi below. The link is in the description for anyone whose spirit was moved. Now let me pray over you. Father, I bring before you every chosen one hearing this word tonight who has been mislabeled, misjudged, and minimized for the very gift you placed inside them. I cancel every spirit of confusion that tried to rebrand discernment as disorder. I break the voice that told them their sight was the problem. I loose the full weight of the intelligence you deposited in them. I seal their mind against the accusing voice that calls their perception unsafe. I declare over them now that their smartness is holy, their discernment is consecrated, and their gift is being released into the season that needs it. Where the enemy meant to silence them, you have activated them. Where the crowd meant to shame them, you have set them apart. I seal this word over their life tonight. Even as I seal it, Lord, keep opening their eyes to the things you are still uncovering for them. Guard their gift, Sharpen their sight. Let every room they enter feel the weight of who they carry. In the name above every name. Amen. Share this word with someone in a hidden battle who has been told their gift is the problem, and subscribe so you do not miss what heaven is still uncovering.